And I want to just ask you something that you picked up on just there, and it's something that I think so many hosts and just business owners in general are starting to realize and play around with, and it's Creator Studio. Now, could you please, for somebody that this is the first time that they've heard of Creator Studio, just give a breakdown of what it is in simple terms and what can they do with it, and definitely reference Instagram for me.
Having a blast, gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next.
Okay, so Facebook Creator Studio is a place you go. If you've already got a Facebook business page, you will have Facebook Creator Studio, so you just type it into your search bar and it will come up. And you've got two icons at the top, Facebook and Instagram. I tend to then do it so I post an image to Instagram, and I write out my post, put the hashtags in there. You can put in the place, you can tag other businesses, you can alt tag the image in there, and then underneath you can then tick whether you want to post it at the same time to your Facebook page as well. And then you can schedule it to go out at a particular time. So from there, that's mainly what I use it for, is for simple images just to go out on Facebook and Instagram at the same time. And you can also do Instagram lives in there and reels, and you can see your statistics, you can see how many comments you've had and what your reach is, and it gives you all that information as well.
I love that. Now, you mentioned about using a software like Hootsuite. Now,
Yes.
A question that I have, and I see it and hear it all the time, and you can speak to so many different people and they'll give so many different answers, and I can already see a comment in the live. Is there an argument to say that if you're going to use a third-party scheduler for social media, it will affect the reach that it has on the platform that you are sending it to? What are your thoughts on that?
It's been said, but I've experimented, I've tested, and I genuinely haven't seen that that's been an issue. Genuinely, I've used Creator Studio, and it's a little bit glitchy. I'll be honest with you. I found it. So I found something like Hootsuite. It's just the one I've stuck with. It's a bit like joining a bank. I could go somewhere else, but I just haven't got the energy to move everything. So I'm sort of sticking with the one I started with, but I know there's a lot of other good ones out there. But I genuinely don't think it's had any real impact on a reach. I don't schedule months ahead. I only ever go a week ahead. So it's there to be changed and adapted and improved on if I needed to, if I really thought that there was an issue on that. But I've got between 8 and 10 clients. And I couldn't do it any other way without using a third-party tool for my sanity.
So I think everybody here, what I think definitely the feedback I'm getting is you've got to play around for yourself. Now, if you were to use Creator Studio and you like Creator Studio, and yeah, it is a little glitchy, the beauty of using a Facebook-driven tool to schedule your content is that it's Facebook that you are scheduling it on. You're not using a third party, so you can guarantee that the reach is going to be the same as if you were using it in platform. But the cool thing about it, like Craig mentioned, is that you can schedule on Instagram, which is, again, a massive benefit. What is that one piece of advice that you just get here passed around that you just strongly disagree with?
I would think the one that comes to mind is when people say just post exactly the same content at the same time across every channel, because I don't think that's the correct thing to do. They all have their own audiences, they have their own platform specificities, if you like, and having that kind of overview where you think you're going to hit everyone with one post going out across the board, I don't like. I could go with the same kind of styling, the same kind of idea, but I will adjust what I'm writing for the different platforms and make sure that they go when the audiences are there. The analytics on all of the platforms are there to be used, and you can go on and very easily see when your pages or when your platforms are viewed by your followers. So use that time more sensibly to post your content when you know that your audience is there.
I really like that. Thank you. Okay, moving on to Becky. Same question. And I can see you nodding along with what other people are
Yeah.
saying. And so what is something that you do here that you strongly disagree with?
Well, first of all, Sue's stolen one of mine, so I completely agree with Sue. It's a massive bugbear of mine. When I hear people go, oh, just cross-post it from Facebook to Instagram. Like she says, it's completely different markets, completely different times. What really bugs me is when you see about 50 hashtags on a Facebook post and about 10 @ symbols, because people obviously aren't tagged on Facebook as they are on Instagram. And I think it just looks really lazy and unprofessional and lots of other reasons. So I completely agree with that, Sue.
Well, the one that gets me is that you need to hustle till your eyeballs bleed. You need to work your fingers to the bone. You need to not sleep until you're a millionaire. And I don't buy it. You just enjoy your life as well. You can't be on it 24/7. Just pick the channels that are right for you and work with those channels. You don't need to be on every single channel trying to create different content for different audiences. Just work out where your audience is and create your content to them and speak to them. You don't need to be working so hard that you just get burnt out. So it's more of a wellness and mindfulness answer from me.
Now, this has been episode 1 of season 11 of the Boostly podcast. And if you've enjoyed it, I would love for you to let me know. I crave your feedback on this. If this is something that you want me to do more of, then please let me know. Post it in the comments below. Let's all say bye so everybody can take a picture on the count of 3 big cheesy waves. Bye, bye, bye. Thank you so much. And I shall see you when we see you.